The job I know I have to do is to pick the Labour Party up from where we were in December 2019 and put us in a position to win a general election. And I never thought for a moment, I don't think many people thought, that that was a job that could be completed in 1 year. It's going to take longer than that. We've got a mountain to climb. We're climbing that mountain.
So does taking responsibility mean accepting that you might be part of the problem, that people might not like you very much?
Well, I've been across the whole of the United Kingdom in the last few weeks, at last, because I've been stuck, unable to get out because of restrictions, had loads and loads of conversations with people, very positive conversations. I like listening to people, listening to their concerns.
So why do you think it is that an old Etonian is cutting through more in working class parts of northern England than you are, the son of a toolmaker?
In a pandemic, it is inevitable that the public gravitate towards the government. You've seen that across the world. I think the vaccine rollout, and a huge tribute to those on the front line, by the way, has been a boost for the government. But most frustratingly for me is that, having been Labour leader for a year, I've not been able to get out and about. I would love to address a room full of people. Have I been frustrated that for a year or so I've not been able to do the ordinary? Forget kissing babies. I've not shaken the hand of a single voter yet, and it's beyond frustrating.
Well, tell Channel 4 News viewers now what you are as a man. Beneath that cool legal exterior, is there a man of passion within?
There is a man, there is a human being who can't stand injustice and always wants to fix problems. And I'm someone who gets things done. If I see something that's wrong, my instinct is first to understand what's wrong. That's where the listening bit comes, and then to do something about it. So, for example, I've fought against the death penalty across the world because I thought it was absolutely wrong. I've fought in relation to campaigns on violence against women and girls because I could see there was something wrong and I wanted to do something about it. I prosecuted terrorists as head of the Crown Prosecution Service because we needed to be strong on criminal justice in that area. So I'm the sort of person, it's the same now with the issues that I see coming out of the pandemic. I can see very strongly that the system, the economy we had in place when we went into the pandemic was broken.
Right, well, let's talk about jobs, because that's a key part of your message in these elections. Vote Labour for more jobs is your mantra. Would a Prime Minister Starmer be as radical as the US President Joe Biden with his $4.5 trillion plan?
Let me tell you what I would do. I would fix the economy. What we've had over the last 10 years, an economy which is short-term, and that has led to low pay, low standards, low investment, low productivity, and the model is broken. Inequality is baked in, and that is morally wrong, and it's economically stupid. I would also have the ambition to go beyond the economy. Public services need to be looked at. We need a preventative set of public services, and we need public services that cut across each other. I've seen so many examples in my time of people coming through the criminal justice system who, for a bit of intervention and support, would never have been there, and their victims would never have been victims. But we also need the ambition to change the culture, because for the last 10 years, whether it's in America, whether it's in the UK or across Europe, we have had this utter focus on what divides us. But am I up for the radical change that's needed to make our economy work better for everybody? You bet I am.
You've been talking for weeks about allegations of sleaze against the Prime Minister and the Conservative Party. That doesn't seem to be cutting through. Why do you think that is?
Well, actually, I do think that the general sense that there's a group of people at the top of government that think that the rules don't really apply to them is cutting through. This sense that there's one rule for them and another rule for everybody else. But let me tackle this head on, because being the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom is an incredible honour, an incredible privilege. The idea that we accept the argument that it's priced in, that the Prime Minister may not be truthful on all occasions, so it's priced in that the Prime Minister may not be straight on all occasions, I utterly reject that. I think it is perfectly possible to have good governance, a well-led government, and integrity. And that's what you'd have if you had a Labour
Just finally, on an important question of policy, if Nicola Sturgeon and pro-independence parties win a majority, however small, on Thursday, will Labour back their calls for a second referendum on independence?
The recovery has to be the first priority in Scotland as we go into this election. It should be the first priority coming out of this
Sir Keir
election.
Starmer, thanks very much.
Thank you.